guys, I am here to do a video. I know it's been a while, but been busy. So basically, I believe that the book rat Misty, or Misty from the book rat, is doing a Austen in August. And to be honest, I really haven't read any of Jane Austen's books at all. I know I'm quite terrible. I've heard about them to no extent. I have just heard about them all the time. And so I thought that maybe I would at least try to see if I like them or not. And I've also sort of mingled in a few extra modern retellings, I guess. Not probably the word, but hey, it's the end of the week, almost. Actually, no, it's just the middle of the week. Yeah. Anyway, so basically what I have is a whole bunch of library books and one of my own books, because I actually have a modern retelling of a Jane Austen book. So I will just show you the books and I'll tell you a little bit about them, from what I know anyway. And so instead of actually doing the whole thing, I'm not going to be officially doing that, but I thought that would be a really good time to try and at least read a couple. Even if I read one, I'm quite happy with that. And I would preferably like to read one of my own books and a library book. So that's my aim. So obviously finishing this book, which is Pride and Prejudice by Elizabeth Edelberg. This one has been on my collection pile for quite a while. It's very, very short. I believe it's obviously a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, and it's about proms and stuff. I'm not really reading the back too much because I kind of want to surprise myself, but I've read it a couple of times and I still don't know what it's about. So maybe I need to look at it again. But it has a beautiful cover. Like I said, it's very, very short. It's like just under 200 or something pages. And the writing is pretty damn big. So that is that book. And then I'll be reading Jane Bites Back by, I always get this wrong, sorry, Michael Thomas Ford. This is about Jane Austen and what would happen if she was a vampire. Yeah, pretty much like, it's like a spin, I guess, on the whole Jane Austen and her writing and things. It just sounds really good. It talks about her manuscript. Yeah, it's just weird. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to read the back and sum it up for you guys. It says 200 years after her death, Jane Austen is still surrounded by literature she loves. But now it's because she's the owner of Flyleaf Books in a sleepy college town in upstate New York. Every day she watches her novels fly up the shelves, along with dozens of unauthorized sequels, spin-offs, and adaptations. Jane may be dead, but her books have taken on a life of their own. So I think that's cool because I love books about books, and it might be a good way to sort of blend in some of the modern aspects of the modern takes on the books and obviously the originals. So definitely actually looking forward to that. And this one's another short one too, but I think this one will be a really good one for me that has the elements of things that I like. That's not just clear classic. It has elements of obviously supernatural. I believe she's still young in this one, so that was like a good book. Then I picked up a collection, and I believe these are her lesser known works or lesser discussed. Again, I am in no way any kind of classical genius or anything like that. I don't know. I haven't really dabbled in anything like this before. It's all new to me, but my motto is that you have to try everything once, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. So this is a collection, and it has her stories, Northanger Abbey, Lady Susanne, the Watsons, and Sanditon. And obviously I thought maybe start with some of the smaller stories and then work up, well, in the classical sense. So I'll see. If I do like it, then I'll probably end up reading the whole book. If I don't, well, I might just read one story and I will review. I'm going to try and review one story out of here if I can get through it. So hopefully I can get through it, and I'm a Jane Austen fan. Then today I picked up some books from the library because I'm an addict when it comes to that sort of stuff. So basically I picked up this, I think it's a fairly new book. It's called Wickham's Diary by Amanda Grange. And this one says, Jane Austen's ultimate bad boy finally gets his say. Faced with an uncertain future while his friend Fitzwilliam Darcy is set for life, dastardly George Wickham plots and cogots in this rollicking prequel to Pride and Prejudice. Best-selling author Amanda Grange daringly explores the inner turmoil and secret motivation of the character every Austen fan loves to hate. And I'm going into this not even knowing who that character is, but I'm going to see if I like him or hate him. And this one's, I pretty much really did choose this one because it's a short book, and I think it's a Source Publishing. It's got just under 200 pages. And I think she has a lot of adaptations out as well, so I am sort of out of my element, guys. I am so sorry if I'm not explaining myself very well. And lastly, I picked up this one, which actually seemed interesting. They had quite a lot of adaptations in the library. I think it's because it's coming up to winter. Wait, rather, it is winter, and it's coming into spring. It was mainly around the winter section, so I'm like, okay, it's winter, I'll read it. This one is called Darcy's Voyage, Pride and Prejudice Retold, the tales of uncharted love on the open seas. And when I was a child and a teenager, I loved these kinds of books. I loved books about oceans and travel and pirates and all that sort of stuff. But this one, not so much about pirates, but this one says, in this enchanting and highly original retelling of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Elizabeth Bennet sets out for the New World aboard the grand ship Pemberley's Promise. She is prepared for an uneventful voyage until a chance encounter with the handsome, taciturn Mr. Darcy turns her world upside down. When Elizabeth falls ill, Darcy throws convention overboard in a plan that will bind them to each other more deeply than he could have imagined. Sorry, guys. But the perils of their ocean voyage pale in comparison to the harsh reality of society's rules that threatens their chance at happiness. When they return to the lavish halls of England, will their love survive? So, I also believe this is a pretty new book to my library because I don't think it's been read before. Oh no, it's published in 2010, so maybe it just hasn't been read before. It's pretty though, isn't it? In that classical beauty way. So, that is my plan for August. Like I said, I may not get through all of them. I'm going to try and just see what I feel like. You know, some books I might love, some books I might hate. I might hate all of them. I might like parts of some of them, but I want to give it a try. And for those who actually do are already fans of Jane Austen, just give you an idea of what some other retellings that are already out there that you may not already be aware of. So, yeah, so this is my collection of books. Probably not my complete to be read pile, and it will change, I can tell you that much. My to be read pile always changes. It changes daily. So that's another thing I should tell you guys. I'm going to stop myself from making to be read piles because they are always changing. It's insane. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to tell you guys. A little update too on my life. I basically started my aged care course, and that is a home and community care course as well. And I've gone for 2 days. It's exhausting. 7-hour days of studying. So I'm actually quite enjoying that it's only two days a week. But in 11 weeks I will be starting placement hopefully, which means I will be working unpaid, but it's good practice, and from then I can do what I want. So I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to fit as much reading as I can possibly. I'm going to do as many videos as I can possibly, and I hope you guys stick around because I love you and I appreciate all the comments that I get, and I appreciate your time and your support. And so I'm gonna go and make myself a nice hot cup of tea and go to bed, because even though it's early, I'm wiped. And yeah, so I have more library books, but okay guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.